Yo, what is up guys? My name is Kevin, and if you're watching this video, then chances are that you're probably most likely looking for a new way to make more money. And if you're creative, then you've chosen the route of entrepreneurship and you're always looking for creative ways to make more money. My goal in this video isn't to convince you to start investing in the stock market, more so to show you the possibilities that are out there and another way that you can make more money, so that if in the future you ever do decide to make more money, you kind of have an idea of what to expect and what you should be looking out for. I'm also going to be demystifying some of the fears that are associated with people and the stock market. I don't know why, but a lot of people think they're going to lose their money in the stock market because they're unsure, and so they just rather take the easy route and not invest at all and just like not run any risk of losing their hard-earned money. So we're going to talk a little bit more about why some people may be afraid of investing in the stock market, so that you don't have those fears and you can make an educated decision as to whether or not you want to invest. I also wanted to make a quick disclaimer that this is not financial advice and that I'm just going to be talking about my own experience, and that you should also realize that this is not a get money quick scheme. Okay, like if you invest money in the stock market, you're not going to make money super fast. There is ways to do that, and you should subscribe to this channel so that when I do talk about that, you can understand the risks that are associated with those methods of making quick cash. But anyways, let's jump into today's video.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money.
So the first thing that you have to realize is that if you have your money in the savings account, the money in your savings account is losing value over time. And this is due to inflation. $1 back then could buy you more things that it can buy you today. A good example of this is an apartment in New York City. Back then, an apartment would probably run you around 1,000 bucks. Today, an apartment would probably run you for 3,000 bucks if you're lucky to find a good deal. Right away, there's inflation. This is why rich people don't put all of their money in the bank. It makes no sense. If you put all of your money into the bank, your money will lose value and it will just be sitting there. Not only will it just be sitting there, but the bank will be making money off of your hard-earned money. When you put your money into a bank account, the bank takes that money and lends it to other people. They lend it to other people and they charge them interest and they charge them a loan fee for borrowing that money. So not only is your money losing value by being in the bank due to inflation, the bank is also making money off of your hard-earned money. This is why the rich people don't put all of their money into a bank account. And so what the rich people do is that they buy assets. Okay, so these assets appreciate over time, and they appreciate at the same rate as inflation from our economy. Okay, so I just wanted to say that in case you're not aware of that. Now let's talk a little bit more about why some people are afraid of investing their money in the stock market.
I'm scared.
The number one reason why I think people are afraid to invest is because they don't know, or they don't understand the value of their investment. They don't know what they're investing in. And so if you don't know what you're investing in, when things go south, you can start to panic and you can get super scared. You might even sell your asset. For example, in the stock market, in the year 2000, there was a dot-com bubble where all the technology stocks rose up and then they just fell down. So Amazon is a really good example of this. Amazon went up to $100, the share price, and then it dropped to $8. So if you didn't know what you were investing in at that time, you would have probably sold halfway there. You were already panicking because you went from $100 to $50. So let's just pretend you had $20,000 in this. Instead of being at $20,000 from your initial investment, you're now at $10,000. And so if you didn't know what you were investing in, you would probably start freaking out and panicking and sell your position and ultimately losing money. But if you did your research and you knew that Amazon was a revolutionizing company that would really change the way we shop, then you probably would have still held your position. So it dropped from $100 to $8. And if you would have just held your position, today Amazon is over $3,200 per share. You can do the math to figure out what the return on investment was.
It's not the stock. And so as I watched the stock fall from 113 to 6, I was also watching all of our internal business metrics, number of customers, profit per unit, everything you can imagine, defects, etc. Every single thing about the business was getting better and fast. And so as the stock price was going the wrong way, everything inside the company was going the right way.
So you always have to know what you're investing in. Never invest on something that you don't know. As soon as things start to go south, you start to freak out. So that's the number one reason why I think people are afraid to invest. Okay, so at this point, you're probably wondering like, okay, Kevin, Mr. Smarty Pants. Okay, so what should I invest in? Or how should I analyze a company to see if I should invest in that company? And that's specifically what I wanted to talk about. So in this situation where you're not sure what company to start investing in, you're not sure about how you should evaluate a company to see if you should invest in them, and I will stick to what I know. And that's the blue chip companies like Amazon, Apple, and Tesla. And the reason why I named these three companies is because these are companies that are revolutionizing our world. They have revolutionizing technology. they're breaking the industry. And what I mean by this is that Amazon revolutionized the way we shop, Apple revolutionized the way we connect, and Tesla is revolutionizing the transportation and energy sectors of our society. So these are companies that are really revolutionizing how we operate, how we live. And because of that, there's a very high demand for these companies. When I'm looking to invest into a company for the first time, I'm not concerned about their numbers, about their market caps, about their profits. I'm more so concerned about, is their technology or is what they're doing disrupting the industries? Amazon, Apple, and Tesla are doing that. I'm looking for the potential in the future. I'm investing in the future.
Wall Street kept saying, well, Amazon's not making any money. They're just getting customers. Where's the profits? Where are the profits? And Wall Street kept beating you up on that. And your response was, I don't really care what you think.
You shouldn't be focusing on the numbers because things can change in 5 to 10 years. You're looking more so for growth, potential, and you're looking for demand in this company. And the way there's gonna be demand in a company is they're doing groundbreaking technology. If you can believe that these companies will change the world, if you can believe that these companies are already changing the world, then that's what you should be investing in. Tesla. Once you identify those companies that are revolutionizing an industry, what you need to look for is their mission statement, and then you also have to look at their ability to execute on that. And the reason why I say this is because every now and then there's a company that looks very promising, but their leadership and their ability to execute isn't good. And so that's when you have to start doing your own research. You're not looking for these companies to invest for the short term to make some quick cash. The reason why I'm saying this is because when I was first starting out, I was looking for companies where I could make quick cash, like, 2x my money. But in doing that and looking for those companies where I can make some quick cash, I was missing out on those opportunities to invest in those big companies that would potentially 20x my money, 10x, 20x, 30x my money over the next few years. Don't get so caught up with all the noise. Like, you will make money if you choose a company that is really revolutionizing an industry, a company that you believe in their mission statement, a company that is not only currently changing the world, but will also change the world in the future. If you can identify a company that meets those requirements, then most likely in the long term, you will make money. Don't be afraid of stock market going up and down in the short-term run. You're not in it for the short-term run. You're in it for the 40 times your money. So don't get so caught up with these penny stocks. Don't get so caught up with these recovery stocks like Delta. What are some of the other ones? Like the oil ETFs, some of the cruise lines. Like, those stocks may or may not recover, and that's all they'll do. They might like 1x, 2x, 3x your money, but then that's it. But on the other side, if you look for a growth stock that's really revolutionizing an industry like Tesla, Amazon, Apple, those companies will have high demands in the future. And those companies are the companies that will multiply your money by 10, by 20, by 30. This is not financial advice, but this is my opinion. And this is from what I've learned when I was so focused on looking for these companies that could double my money. And then as soon as I got rid of all that and just invested all of my money into a company that can 10x, 20x, 30x, I've seen a lot more returns over the last 3 months than I did all year investing in these recovery stocks. So that's how you find your first stock. Okay, so if you are looking to get started in investing, I would highly recommend Robinhood. I've tried the other ones like Webull, Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, and I'm just not a big fan of their user interface. And especially if you're starting out, it's really difficult to understand like what all the buttons mean or where certain things are. And it's kind of very confusing. I think Robinhood is the best one. It has the simplest user interface. It has like 0 commissions. You're not paying anything to anyone. And if you use my referral link down in the description, you will get a free stock, and I will also get a free stock. If you did make it this far into the video, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And if you did like the video, if you did like the content like this, let me know in the comments. Hit the like, hit the sub, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.